What's up, y'all? There is a reason. Let me see if this uploaded. Did it? Did it? Okay, it did. There is a reason why I can't see myself in this phone. There's a reason why these flying monkeys are trying to bury themselves in your subconscious, in your conscious mind, and in your dreams. There's a reason why. They played out a script to try to reverse things, and they need you as a flying monkey walking around with vision and perception. The conscious mind makes everything solid. The subconscious mind, which is small, is a filter. So this is like an ear. You speak something and your subconscious mind hears it and it filters out what it believes, and then the thought goes through to the conscious mind, which forms a concrete decision on what was heard or seen. So this is why they use synthetic telepathy on somebody like me. This is why when I'm walking outside, they're doing street theaters, and these actors like Tiffany Bradley, who is wheat and a karmic. She's a karmic. Hold on. She's a nobody. Bitch, you a nobody. Hold on. So this is why they do these things, because this is your reality. And you don't even have to be attached to these things, but they want to shift things so they have the power and authority and the favor that you have. Okay, they want a role reversal. They're just nothing like mirrors. When I was younger, all right, I was protected. Okay, I was protected. So in the lady I used to call my grandma's house, I don't know what she's feeling. Okay, there was a cartoon. I don't care. There's a cartoon that I used to watch only in her house, and it would come on only in her house. And it was called Lamb Chop Play Along. That is Dolores Cannon's. That's Dolores Cannon. You know her bad wig from everywhere. Celebrities have a distinct character or persona about themselves that they license. That's Dolores Cannon. And she would be like, "Hey, Lamb Chop, do you want to play?" Okay, now you're watching something like that. This is why they need you to watch. This is why the flying monkeys and the magicians were behind the curtains, which is synthetic telepathy. The curtain and the wizard behind it represents synthetic telepathy. Dorothy. This is Dorothy going through her journey in life. Nobody ever explained it like this. And she had the Tin Man who needed a brain. I could be wrong. The Tin Man needed a brain. He needed a brain. Yolanda needs a brain. Goddamn. Keenan Hardy needed a brain. He calls me Hatsput. Kiva Baldwin needed a brain. You have the Cowardly Lion who needed a heart. Who is it? Which represents courage. You have Tiffany Bradley, who needed a heart, who needs to be some fucking video vixen with hip hop, and she's empty and hollow, and she has all the makings of walking around here, pretending to be some young, sex symbol or something like that, but she has no heart, she can't feel. Little Nas X, who is use my face like Keenan Hardy is doing, used my face, all right, to try to get close to the divine. He fucked up my face. Okay, Keenan Hardy uses the phone and an app that attaches to the phone where it makes your face bright, and they're doing something with it. It's called Krillion. So I'm not just making shit up. I found that confirmation from somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about. All my sources know what the fuck they're talking about. And I'm putting all of this shit together, and it's making sense. So the Wizard of Oz, the wizard behind the curtain, is synthetic telepathy, is doing the synthetic telepathy bullshit. You have the no heart bitch that needs a heart for hip hop. Like this would be a remix of the Wizard of Oz for the hip hop bullshit that they're doing. And then you have the bitches that don't have no brain that need to mind clone you and steal your ideas and all of that shit. And then you have the flying monkeys playing around here every motherfucking day, reacting things that happened in your life, trying to reverse it, trying to get into goddamn fields that you once entered into and didn't get a chance to finish because they were trying to make me homeless, y'all, and they were giving me problems. So ain't this some shit though? And I'm trying to get home because home was never my real fucking home on 33 Sheridan Street. You had Wheat, who was there and acted as a karmic. And anytime a karmic is there, it's a symbol for their board to say, well, the person that's opposite of the karmic, we're going to switch karma that was initially for somebody like Wheat that's supposed to be for, that we're going to give it to this girl and make this bad thing happen to him. Keenan Hardy is a fly. He's a fucking fly. Dead flies on the wall make the ointment have a stench, as does folly to those in high esteem. He brings stench. He's a fly, and he brings folly. He always brought folly. Yada always brought folly, chaos, and stench. He is Apollyon, the destroyer. He is pure filth. In Captain Planet, he is Captain fucking Pollution. Okay, in his room as a kid, he had this cube, the toy cube that goes around and has different colors. He had that as a toy box in his room. Okay, my middle name, Latoya. So they were, and I would hear them talk sometimes. They'll keep him away from her because he's going to try to play with her because it's in his nature to fucking do that because he's trash. All right. Now, Nas in Milford, I went to this goddamn concert and Nas was on the stage, you strayed off the path, the true path. All right. So let me get back to that house on Sheridan Street. Let me get back to that. So though that's not my house. So I'm trying to get home because that's not my fucking house. That's where I got played at with those actors. So Nas in a dream 2 days ago was having sex, showing in a dream where he was having sex with Tiffany Bradley and he was going like this. And that's what he did to my vagina. My vagina's ripped. He ripped my fucking vagina and he gave me blackheads on the side of my thighs. I just took a good bath. I cleared it up. The motherfucker tried to give me it again. I stayed in that room 2 nights ago. Tiffany Bradley was in the dream. I can't be nowhere near this bitch. She's disgusting. Okay, she represents Wheat, the tear thing that they put beside you. These people are pawns and they play a role when they come around you. So I can't be near this bitch. She represents fungus and okay, even though she may not have that, but I cannot be around this bitch. So I woke up with my thighs all broken out. And I woke up like, what the fuck? So I take a bath. I put bleach in. I took a bath. I didn't even have no soap. I still woke up with it didn't do anything. It was still wrinkled. It was still like puffed. It was just crazy. So me being me, I went to the store, I got some bleach, I got some baking soda. So, I went in there, I took a bath, I put the bleach and the baking soda up in there, and I literally had my washcloth in there. My washcloth, I wasn't even moving, just flew to the front of the fucking bathtub, right? And I picked it up, wrung it out, and I put it on the side where the soap rack is. I could still feel something was in that fucking bathtub. Happened again today. And then I rinsed out the tub after I soaked in it. And then I took the baking soda and I start scrubbing my thighs, the inner thighs with it, just to dissolve whatever that was. And blackheads entering into your pores is some type of film. When they do witchcraft on you, that whatever it is, it goes into your skin and it forms a fucking blackhead. Your follicles, you have to get that cerebum. It's called cerebum. And that toxin out of your skin. So I've been taking baths. I just took a bath for a whole hour, rinsing, drawing out the water, putting the water back in with bleach and bacteria, and that shit works. I got this from Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett is the only one I know that said when you take a spiritual bath, you take a bath and bleach. And I don't remember if he said you put salt in there or you put lemon in there. Everybody else, you go to these botanicas, they got all these wash baths in all of these different colors. Don't touch that shit. Don't touch it. If you black woman, don't touch that. So bleach. Why? Because these bitches are motherfucking bacteria. They are fucking bacteria. I'm not hanging around no Spanish fucking woman. They are vindictive, spiteful. Okay, Adam's first wife was Lilith. Nas is Adam. Lilith is Khalees. They are Lilith. The Spanish woman is fucking Lilith. She is jealous. She is spiteful. If you don't do anything with her, she will try to curse you. I want nothing from that bitch. She is a walking bacteria. I'm going to get to that point. in a second. So that's what 33 Sheridan represents. They had Shakan working down the street, Shaman, okay, who would have defeated all of the Agent Smith, but he dated Kanita. Kanita represents the Shakans, okay. Shaniqua represents the Shakans also. These are terrors. These are not, they all are used. They use these things who are created by the demiurge to try to steal from the one divine feminine who's the flower of life. That's me. That's me. I got a tape street and Rowan Street that had this flower on it, and I put it in back of my on the wall, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. And I looked at it closely, and I started seeing pictures of aliens coming out of this shit. It was like really funkadelic, and it was this flower. And I was reading the Emerald Tablets at that time, and it talked about the flower of life. My first tarot deck was I'm not even gonna tell you. It's just really crazy. So that's the story of Evelyn Fisher's house. They played that with Keisha Smith, the karmic, who was supposed to be used, And then they played that, with the Flie, Keenan Hardy, who is Yaldabaoth. And then next door, this lady over here is Evelyn Fisher and her son, Yaldabaoth. Upstairs is Maritha and Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth is always with Sophia, his mother. So that thing would happen with Nas and Milford with Big Head Productions and Nas on the stage, which Melanie Green opened up for Nas, and I couldn't get past the front door. Right? I couldn't get past on the stage. And it was this big ass Nephilim dude blocking the fucking door. That's Keenan Hardy. And he was like, if you get past the stage, if the one more person that pushed me, and I was the only one in front of him, and people was pushing me to push to get on the stage, because everybody else that was with Melanie got on stage. All right. But the stage is my stage. Nas played it to try to reverse it for him to get on stage, and see, that shit is false. It is false. So the dude is really, the divine knocked his ass out, who Keenan Hardy is a Nephilim. He keeps trying to get on stage with me. And if he keeps trying to get on stage with me, his ass is going to get knocked the fuck out. That is written in scripture on 1,000,000 fucking pages in the Bible. And he keeps playing, see everybody, that is me. And fucking up her face. How the fuck I look like you? And Tom Hardy is not my fucking father. That's not my father. And I never grew up with him as my father. That's not my father. Why would my face all of a sudden start to look like theirs? That's not my fucking father. You see what I'm saying? And I'm deaf to that, deaf to them. Okay, do you see what this month they try to make you look like the divine feminine so they cannot be cursed? Do you see what this motherfucker did? And they don't care about how you feel. They just want to reprogram your mind so that they can get the benefits of walking around with you and get blessed. These motherfuckers are trying to use me as like some type of object and usurp what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to feel, because they're empty, they're selfish, they're soulless, they're not empathetic, they are playing. And these motherfuckers need to get knocked the fuck out. If I ever had my way, I'm going to sue that fucking Hardy family. I'm going to sue these motherfuckers. You're not my family. And I'm going to show you how I really feel about your ass, because you want to act like you don't hear what the fuck I say. You want to act like you hear that I don't want to fucking be around you motherfuckers. You want to act like you don't hear me. You want to act like you don't fucking hear me. You want to act like you don't fucking hear me. And I'm going to get a bunch of people to help me make sure you fucking hear me clearly. You want to act like you don't feel how I dislike you motherfuckers. You want to act like you don't hear me? I said you can't walk with me. I said you not my family. You not my fucking father. You not my motherfucking father. That's why your ass went into a coma laughing at your son when he was doing that bullshit. They found out what Keenan Hardy was doing to me, right? This motherfucker laughed so hard, right? And went into cardiac arrest and was in a coma for a whole fucking week and couldn't talk. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me. And your son too. Keep fucking with me. This is knockout season. His ass is going to be knocked out. I don't gotta do nothing. There are other forces that are here to help me. He will be knocked the fuck out. And when he get knocked out, something knocks your ass out too. Those are Nephilim. The dude that was blocking the motherfucking way so I couldn't get on stage with Nas was a Nephilim. He looks just like it. Them big, they like super big. They be like 400 pounds. They look like Bone Crusher. They got hairy motherfucking faces. They DNA is nasty. If you get penetrated by a motherfucking Nephilim, God disowns your ass. So they disrespect us. We are daughters of men. I was just listening to a podcast with Mr. Pastor Darby. It's called Portals of Darkness. Go check it out. Go check it out. So I'm not making up nothing. This is scripture. He don't want his daughters defiled by Nephilim. Their blood, is something in their blood that my God does not like. The Bible is not a fucking joke. He said, back the fuck away from us. I was beautiful. You see what happens when your son comes around? You see my fucking hair? You see my hairline? You see all of that, you dirty, dead, dingy motherfucker? Look at Tisha and Jessica. Bumps and shit all over their face. That's another fucking species. Get the fuck out of here. That's another fucking species. That's not my fam. So I couldn't get on stage with Nas, which I don't need to be on stage with him. He's a Nephilim. So the dude tried to knock me out because I was pushing, trying to get on stage because those are the people I came with. And then it's the same shit as this motherfucker here. It's scripture. So Nas got mad. Oh, we can't walk with the divine. Oh, we can't walk with the divine. Then she tried to get on stage with me. I'm going to knock her ass out. And that boxer probably didn't know what happened, but he was probably being controlled and used. Hey, Lamb Chop, want to play? And guess what happened when Mrs. Lamb Chop want to play? Okay, what they do, they make you a puppet. Lamb Chop was a puppet. Go watch it. That cartoons came out in the late 80s, early 90s, and she was holding a puppet like she was a transquiloquist, and that's what they do to kids. They puppeteer you. So I'm not a corporate fiction. I'm not a whole fucking soul. I'm aware of myself. They was puppeteering my ass through consent from watching a fucking cartoon because they couldn't get in here, and they used me and law and contract law, which contract law is over the Constitution. Contract law is the law of the land. It's even in the Bible. Contracts is even in the fucking Bible. Okay, here it is right here. Commercial law applied. It's even a maximum. Check this out. Contract law is the law of the land. The two cannot walk together lest they be in agreement. Agreement is just not hearing or seeing. I have to agree. This has to do with my will. It has nothing to do with I see you like a dancing fucking monkey flying around, okay? Or you being a wizard in my fucking head through synthetic telepathy, okay? Check this out. You see this? This right here says 10 maximums of law. Do you see that right there? 10 maximum of law. Do you see this right here? This is biblical source for maximum. Every workman is worthy of his hire. So number one, the 10 maximums of law, every workman is worthy of his hire. You will find out that in Exodus 20:15 and Leviticus 19:13 and Matthew 10:10 and Luke 10:7 and 2 Timothy 2:6. This book cost me $10. This book is about 2018 years old. Do you understand? Hey, and Nas is the Liberneth. Hey, do you want to play my game? Street dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world through 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Street dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world through 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. And Dolores Cannon, who stole consent. Wait, what? Back that up. Commercial law and contract law. No one can make authority on contracts if you are under the age of 18 or 25 and not able to handle one's own affair. That's called an infant estate. They doing that to my motherfucking daughter. But once my daughter hits a certain age, and when she becomes competent, she can go get everything back that the lie Dominique Sinclair stole. Because you stole her estate, you're doing her under her stuff, and she doesn't consent to it, and she's protected under the infant law. Bitch! She has an infant estate. She is not able to handle her own affairs, and you are making decisions that will harm her. She get all that shit back, bitch. You think you got it in the fucking bag? You and Tangi do not. Neither does James. Contract law is everything. You cannot change contract law. You cannot change what is written in there. Just like you cannot change what is written in the Bible. It is God's law. It's binding. And I'm as wise as the old owl, and to history's is told foul. Little Nas X is nothing more than Nas dancing around in that astral realm, acting like the divine feminine, doing the total opposite. That's what he looks like in there doing that. Take away Little Nas X's face, put Nas' face there. Ben knew this a long time ago. That's some Route 66 shit. I'm not going down that. I heard that's where Morency come from, but she ain't experienced that. They made her unconscious that shit was going on over there. Ain't that some shit? So I'm going to wake up. I wake up to them planting dreams and synthetic telepathy and fucking Oz. And I cast down all false imagination. So remember the girl from Cloud Ministries online? Don't listen to her. Put some salt in your fucking bathtub. Put some salt up in there. Like Elijah did. Put salt in your water. Salt represents, I forget what salt means, but salt, water is consciousness. Put some salt up in there. Salt kills all the bullshit. She's talking about that's witchcraft. There's somebody who's using cloud, I-tech, AI, Oracle, and are snatching up the skies up there, and through ministries and through churches are hijacking people's destiny stars and their Akashic records. And the bitch hair was falling out in cloud ministries. That's what you get. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places and rulers of darkness. That's what you get for trying to take over authority that was not given to you. Cloud ministries. We were given authority of the birds of the air and the fish of the sea. Stop stealing authority. Put some salt in your water. Kill them goddamn bacteria and all of that shit. These people are nothing more than germs. This is not a diss or insult. They are nothing more than germs. And let's laugh at Khalees while we at it. With the House of Spoils, who the bitch went to California and got a whole farm. Mikey died. And in the movie, which I'm about to make me a sandwich and laugh the whole way watching that shit. Because she's a Sith. And you got Jacinta over there at my old grandmother's house. And she's nothing more than a cookie thief and not a real synth. Khalees is a Sith. I'm a Sith. Take out the H, take out the K, take out the A. I'm a Sith. No, take out the K and take out the A. I'm a Sith. Khalees is a Sith too, but her so to show how much what her energy looks like the House of Spoil as a Sith. She's a chef. That's fucking funny. She's sitting there with Nas, who is Samuel 666, the devil, the creator, Inky. And she had all that energy and it's shit energy. You don't care. And they sit here and did a dream. Well, this is what my thighs look like by hanging around Shakita. Nothing's Shakita's nobody. No, Shakita was cursed. The little girl that died, that's cursed. That's not my real fucking name. My thighs is like this because of Shakita. And what was in Shakita's house? The karmic Keisha, the tear, and what else? The fly Keenan. Get from out of Shakita's house. Don't get in Shakita's house. Get out of Shakita's house. Yes, and what else was in there? The Hopi tribe. Where does the Hopi come from? Inner Earth. Look up what the Hopis really were. They were not the Navajo goddamn false Indians on the lands. Those Indians are false. They come from Inner Earth. They're dark. Those are her two kids that she prophesied that will bring on an apocalypse. I can see clearly now the rain is gone and all of the dark clouds are out of my way. And this came from taking a bath and cleaning my thighs, y'all, scrubbing that bullshit. Like, it's just a follicle. It's just some toxins that got in your follicle, and I scrub the fuck out of my thighs, my inner part of my thighs. I don't need to have a perfect damn thigh. I would like a perfect thigh. But they're using my brain to show that their thighs are perfect, and they're lying. I don't believe Dana Johnson's thighs look like that. She's lying. And I don't believe Tiffany Bradley thighs look like that either. Bitch, stop using me as Soul Glow. Gotta make your soul glow. Bitch, you fucking cowardly lion with no heart. You empty bottle plastic bitch. And then I woke up from hearing you're fat. Bitch, you are a wannabe. You are nothing more than a piece in a pond in a bot with nothing. You are like Keisha. You're a karmic. You play a role on a board that overlords are playing. You just a small, little, tiny piece. Pew. Conscious mind, subconscious mind. You are not me, and you're not playing as me either. So those with eyes to see can interpret this and see how I'm seeing things. Alice in Wonderland. Yolanda is the little hearts, along with Paul's, with that eye patch on his eye. Off with her head, get out. Off with her head. I'm the real Alice. My baby is the rabbit with that white Jetta. I love her dearly. She doesn't have to be that though. I'm late. I can never talk to Mimi. Can never talk to her. Can never guide her the right way, the right direction. No, baby, you should not be doing childcare. Maybe you should do something else. And she's clearly lost. She's lost and she needs her mom. I'm late. I don't got time to talk. I gotta go here, mommy. I gotta go there, mommy. I gotta go do this. She's always been like that. She went to UConn College. Instead, I paid for her to go on a college tour, and we were supposed to go to an all-black college down south somewhere, and I paid $2,000 for that with my income tax and wasted it. And my baby stayed here, got victimized, don't know what the fuck happened to her in UConn, all kind of shit, and she damn near lost her life. And I'm still not sure what the fuck happened to her for going to UConn College in Connecticut. That is the worst college in the fucking world. Do not send your kids to that college. I hate it. And that's UConn. And the only reason why she went there is because she was trying to fit in with her brother, Inky. Because there's a lot of them with his demonic ass. And her cousin, she didn't listen to her mom. I'm late. They put your kids, they turn your kids into puppets so they can't listen to you. And then they call them stupid. They're not stupid, they have a brain. And they can't exercise common sense because you took away their goddamn common sense. And I hear Paul's mother always, Edna, evil DNA, I call her, laughing at my daughter. Your daughter keeps getting used. Yeah, bitch, you're evil DNA. She's supposed to be with her mother. Your son is a deadbeat. He was never supposed to be in her life, and neither were you. Neither were you. If you're going to take away her God-given common sense, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to her? And you're going to take away her mother, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to her? And scripture says, teach a child in the way that she should go. And if you lead a child the wrong way, it's better that you tie a rope around your neck and be casted into a fucking sea. So maybe you got your ass whooped and cast it into a sea because you bothering somebody else's child. I'm her guidance, not that dude. That was a mistake. My daughter's not a mistake, but your son was a mistake. He's nothing important over here. Neither is Dee Dee.